Be one to look at as well for the day.
Nathan Jones off the half-back line.
Darcy coming off a brilliant game against Port Adelaide last week against the best ruckman in the competition, Max Gawn. We're underway. Coming hard, Hogan. First touch of the Sherrin. Rolls it toward half forward. Cox couldn't do something with it. Hands and knees. Petty likewise couldn't get enough purchase on it to get a decisive possession away. Cox in the Fife direction. Half held, half had it. Umpire let it roll. Mundy outside of the boot. And good attack.
To work hard, Load.
Petrarca thumps it on the boot. Goes long. Darcy gets back. Gawn gets back. Huge leap by Smith, but he didn't bring it down. Crowd went up with him. Blakely hands it off to Hughes. Rolls it towards Viney, though. Breaks the tackle. Gets up. Looked up, had a couple of options. Oliver got it back from Salem. Told it was not the distance. Back to Hoare to set it all up to Fritsch again. He looks up from 50. Heads back, and the man who should have had it moments ago. And here he is, the 28-year-old Plummer. Drives it through for the opener.
Melbourne, they look sharp, they look on. There's a fly that has cost him a car. Nevertheless, I hate the 5-metre kick that creates a play on call, but they recovered from.
And Fremantle are out through the wing. Frost stalks it, got there, good grab. Looks inside to Mundy, gave it back to Matera. He blasts it from 50. Wow. Delightful.
Be union of sorts. It's just handball, handball, handball. There's no one deep. You got Melbourne with the extra players, but they're not even guarding the guy.
He heads in the Walters direction, won't get near him, although ball to the back to Cox. Walters running for him. Cox broke through a tackle. A sin. And he nailed it.
Jared, who exactly that player was, but you can't leave your forward because that's Maxi Gawn as a ruckman sitting back.
Yep. Yeah, you could see Roosie that.
Parents getting back May, but Walters got there first. He caught him by the ear. Any higher, it would have missed him completely. And Walters,
but maybe not even.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll need to see that again.
The new star of the competition loads up, heads long. It's across the face, and Gawn sees it through for a behind.
No, he does his best work.
Hunt tries to hunt him, got him, but he got the kick away. It's long. Bouncing ball, Bewley, flick over the head. Little too casual by the experienced recruit. May does nicely, spears it wide. Hunt, no arm chop free. Ball to the back to Neil Bullen. Intensity.
He was going to do, and not only did he intercept that, he drove his shoulder right into the rib cage of Cox. That would have hurt.
Year-old Salem bangs it inside 50, and Petrarca, beautiful grab. Not a lot of breeze out there. Does swirl a little at the MCG. Very kickable from 49. He struck it pretty well. He struck that magnificently. And it's 2 goals apiece.
Throws him.
Yeah, it was a quick little short kick, wasn't it? There it is. About 9.
Wagner back inside. Petty through traffic. Missed his target under the pressure. Tucker got it back. Hill pops the pass nicely. Switkowski on the run, opens it up. Langdon, he gathers. He's got a handball option. Well, just kick the goal yourself.
He'll have the boundary here. He's against 2.
Oh, Matera basketball it to himself.
Shit.
And then gained 50. That was phenomenal. And the race, Switkowski, Jones, the older than you. Jones had a friend. He called in Baker, said, "It's yours, young gun." And he got it to Petty, and they dodge another bullet. Poor kick, though. Put Hunt under pressure. He didn't have the reach. Still in dispute. And a ball up's almost a win. He threads it out wide, and they're out here. McDonald looks up. He's got Hannon and Hamling. Bouncing ball. They're the last 2 on the planet.
Oh, smart.
And he won it, Hamling. He gave it to Blakely.
Kick. Outnumber to outnumber.
Frost, with every Fremantle player ahead of him, goes wide to Salem. He drives it long to Lockhart.
Yeah, and Salem's the one you want ball in hand coming inside.
15 gone.
Told by Tom Couch, the son of Paul Couch, who was coaching in Tassie at the time, you better get yourself to the mainland and get noticed, because you can play. And he came and played for Casey in the VFL. Melbourne picked him up and a pretty good pickup, really, but he misses there. Perfection from Fife. Bewley blasts it. Rain falling a little heavier at the moment. Hogan sees it thumped away by Frost, and a few cheers as Jesse saw that one knocked away by Frosty.
And he's pulled up a little bit low.
He has too, Hogan over there.
May have been as simple as somebody landing on his foot. He might have twisted an ankle.
Pokes it to McDonald, and again the Demons are out. McDonald mongrels it in the Fritz direction.
Well, it was great pressure from Brandon Matera, who created the mongrel kick.
Darcy and Gawn resume hostilities. Darcy front spot, secondary knock. Walters, he is a freak show.
On them. I mean, the ball just goes there. There's Fife goes forward. He was unattended. Walter's man actually pushed onto Fife. There's Fife by himself. And then creates havoc.
There you go.
There he is there, sort of thing. So, look, it's fascinating. In an era where there's a lot of debate around taggers, Jared, you've seen Fife on 11 and Hill on 9.
Yeah.
So they're two most...
And it rolls out of play. Good opening term as far as the scoreboard's concerned for Fremantle. Not so good as far as Hogan's fitness is concerned in his return game against his old team. Fremantle by 12 at quarter time at the G.
12.
Walters in the middle for the ball up this time, and Matera's got a full forward for Fremantle. Viney toes it off the deck. Petrarca did well through traffic. Fritz just as well. Spears it, and on the lead is Smith.
Well, that's two now for...
As he lines up, he was practicing pre-game for about 20-25 minutes, and this time he hits the post, but he strikes them pretty well.
And as I was touching on before, that's 18 inside 50s to 13, so they're +5. So that's a continuing story as we see Jesse Hogan, which again is a continuing story.
Hands in the air, you got to make a target.
Blakely, Fife, crunch, delivery from defence again, and McDonald bumped in the marking contest, wins it free.
Yeah, I thought a bit overly cute there, Brad Hill. He could have actually had a shot, which would have been just as high percentage as what he tried.
Well, McDonald back out to Fritz, and he made it impossible for him. Out wide, Duman after that collision, and another big collision.
Well done,
Petty.
Duman.
Well, Petty won't back down. He went hard and right and centre. He blasts it to McDonald. Two go up, ball hits the deck. Big one to win this. Smith around the body, rolls it. That might roll home. It rolled through for a behind. Back inside to Conker. And he takes off, runs within range, kicks from 50, and off hands.
And again, if you go back to those stoppage numbers, and Langdon got that last one.
Lockhart nicely, though. Harms it'll fend off. Time to spend it wisely, Smith. It's been a fantastic 11 minutes of football to start the second term, but it's been a goalless 11 minutes. Smith keeps it goalless.
Well, it's now 26 inside 50s to 6.
Mundy, Stephen Hill. He hasn't got a lot to go too long. Had to pull his kick to Walters. And he plays for the 50 and gets it.
Well, no point having your hands in the air.
Thought it looked a little petty. Walters. From 46, goal umpire did not move.
Yeah, and as we keep on talking about it, but it is the same problem for Melbourne. It's just they're in a...
Give them some confidence going inside that forward 50.
Well, he was caught by Oliver brilliantly, Fife. He collected, looked around, thought he had him covered for toe, and he got done.
That's a great chase.
And 50, so Gorm will line up. Well, this might take him inside 50 by a metre or two. Be interesting where the umpire spots this.
Well, it's amazing one element, one action sometimes turn the tide of a game, and that chase from Oliver, if Max can go through this and handball it off, okay.
Salem from the paint, gets enough on it, but not quite enough. Stays in the field of play. Ball. Good tackle on Hannon. It's 50. He goes short to Baker. He goes short to Oliver. There's three players around him. Was over Oliver's head in the end. Conker, caught, slung, got it away to Ryan, caught, Smith capitalises.
Actually created this goal. There's Ryan has it, brings it to ground, front and centre. Doesn't matter if they're in the air or on the ground. You just got to win these contested balls and get some score on the board. Attempted shots at goal to Melbourne.
Ryan drives it long with a 60-metre bomb. May attacked it. Darcy, he's plucked it. 2 against him, and he stands tall. Quite added to his game, pushing forward, kicking a goal. That's his first of the year for Sean Darcy.
Stephen May, May sort of run into Tommy McDonald, didn't he? But you look at that kick across goal from Sonny Walters, and Tim Smith just drops an easy mark and then gives away.
Ushered back to the forward line. And that's all it was, Dwayne. It was a non-thinking blast. They may get a goal.
Neil Bullen caught from behind. McDonald, that's his moment. And he behinds it.
And to me, that's exactly the reason, corner to the other side, but Melbourne are just going to drive it in.
And he hits a pretty good spot with this kick. He needs a jumper. McDonald got there late. Lockhart nearly. Fife in the middle of traffic. Stolen back by Lockhart. Kept it low. Drills it. Awesome.
Right, I mean, look, at least you get ground ball support here, and you've got multiple inside 50s, and it's a good little snap. And he's had a really good first half, as you mentioned. So, and you touched on it before, a lot of teams would go round the arc, typically in that situation, but good perseverance, good, important goal. They really needed, didn't they?
Walters gets the clearance. Bewley saw it dumped away. Matera crumbs it. Mundy, good turn onto the left. Heads in the Cox direction. May can run this through. He didn't. And well done in the end to run. Wagner out wide to Big Max. Oh, he caught one to the ear, Max. And he caught it hard. And there's no free. In the marking contest, nearly had his head taken off. And that was a tunnel from Wiedemann as well. Going to Wiedemann.
Yeah, he got pushed, and then Maxie got belted in the back of the head. I think the umpire that missed it said, I better give...
Right, yeah, even a upper.
Yeah, an even upper. But
the intensity is going to go right to the wire here. They're going to be spent at half-time. Jones, Petrarca, everything under pressure. Blasted inside 50. Wiedemann, Logue, not quite. Smith, Wiedemann, seconds tick down. Oliver! There's a kick in it.
Well, Oliver's the one for me, Roosie. He's such a good ground ball player. I'd love to...
Back on that contest. It was just before this, and then get a ground ball, and then the perseverance and awareness to get it there. Here it is here. He just runs back and gets a little finger on that ball, then follows up. Then there's the awareness to give the handball to Clayton Oliver. And you're right, Clayton Oliver, we haven't seen the best. As good as Clayton Oliver is, we'll see him as a danger.
May, Hoare, Walters, mesmerise them. Feeds it back out to Hill. Back to Walters, 50 from goal. Pulls the kick to Matera. Fremantle led by 12 at quarter time. Matera threads it. Or has he hit the post? He's hit the post. Back here. Let's stay with it. Ooh, maybe just clipped it.
Yeah, I definitely hit it.
Yep.
Good call from the umpire.
Yep, got to pay that as a behind.